And lunch. Happy Thursday, everybody. Oh my gosh, what a crazy busy morning. Once again, a morning spent lifting boxes, so that was absolutely fantastic. One of the good things about this job is that it definitely gives me my workout. All that junk food you guys see me eat, I'm burning it off. I assure you, I'm definitely doing that at this job. It's just constant walking around, lifting boxes, just all kinds of heavy lifting. My arms, I'm gonna have some huge guns in about a month. I don't even know what I'm saying. I am so incredibly hungry. I have this good bad habit of wanting to get my work done. Like, I'm not the kind of person who's like, oh, I'm halfway done this, but I'm hungry, I'm gonna stop and then go get food. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna finish it and then I'll go eat. So it's kind of it's a good thing, but it's also a bad habit, because then by the time I'm finished, I feel like I'm about to pass out, which I do now. I'm lightheaded. I need food. I need something in my body. So let's go get some horrible, crappy junk food and devour it. All right, all that lifting, I need some carbs. Five Guys again. What am I saying? I have no idea what carbs are.
You taping this? Why are you always taping this every time you come in here?
My favorite flavor, plain. And work is done. One more day, and then the weekend's here upon us. I have no idea what I'm gonna do this weekend. Hopefully something fun. I should probably try to get some plans in play, because I have no idea. Well, actually, it's a lie. Sunday, I do have some plans. We're gonna go see Thomas and Percy. That's gonna be fun. But as far as Saturday's concerned, I have no idea. I gotta figure that one out. I should probably do that sometime soon. But all right, guys. So what am I gonna do with the rest of my evening? I think I'm gonna do something that I have not done in a good long time. I'm gonna take a very much needed nap. Don't worry, I've got some unboxings at home. All right, wow, what an extremely tiring day today was. Work was just crazy. Like I said, I was lifting boxes all day long. We got in all these pallets of books and boxes that needed to be put into storage, and that was left upon me, so I was moving boxes around all day long, these big heavy boxes of books, and just maybe like an hour into it, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be dead by the end of the day. And I was. That's why I ended up taking a nap really quick in my car before I picked up my son from the in-laws. I had to pull over in a parking lot and just take a quick little like cat nap, just to get myself kind of rested, because I just felt like I was gonna just pass out. I was so incredibly tired. So then after that, I kind of felt well rested, so I went and picked up my son, brought him back home, fed him, played with him for a little while, put him down to bed, typical daddy duty type stuff. And then I got straight to work on this, and this also tired me out. I ended up taking one of the rafter shelves down from the ceiling, and it opened up a space above the wall shelves where I could display all my Disney parks merchandise. Now, the shelf I took down was really just a shelf for aesthetics. You couldn't actually use it because the shelf went too close to the wall shelves, so you couldn't actually get to it to put anything into it. So again, it was just there for aesthetics, to make all the rafters look even and look uniform. So all I needed to do was take that down, and it opened up the area above one of the shelves, and I was able to put all my Disney parks merchandise up there. For now anyway, it's already getting kind of full. I'm sure in time it'll be filled up, and I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do past there. But as of now, I think it looks pretty good, and I'm going to keep it that way. And yeah, again, we'll see how things go with that. I don't come across Disney Parks merchandise a lot every so often, so I don't think it should fill up too quickly. And I'm going to be kind of picky about what I pick up. I'm not going to pick up just anything and everything. It has to be something really cool, really neat. Also, it can't be too big because it won't fit up there. So I'll have to be a little bit more picky and choosy. Hopefully, I can do that. Sometimes I get a little carried away when it comes to collecting stuff. So hopefully, sometimes I get a little carried away when it comes to collecting stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to hold back a little bit and only pick up certain things. But yeah, as of now, I think it looks pretty good. I'm enjoying how it looks up there, and I think that'll work. I still need to get like a little thin board the same size as the rafter, just kind of put as a strip along the rafter, because it's kind of bugging me that rafter is like just open now and doesn't look like the rest of the shelves. That bugs me, so I'll have to do something about that. So just some aesthetic things to take care of, and then that'll all be taken care of and look awesome. And that's where my Disney Parks merchandise is going to go for now. Again, we will see how that goes. So yeah, what a very tiring day. It's like, oh, I feel well rested now. I got a little nap in. Let's do something else to tire me out. So whatever. That's the way my life is. All right, that is that. So let's take a look at some things I've recently picked up. Well, one thing I picked up. The rest of all this stuff I received in the mail. So the one title I did pick up was Finding Dory, the Blu-ray DVD digital HD combo pack. I actually ended up grabbing this one yesterday when I went out to the grocery store to get myself some chicken for those delicious chicken sandwiches. I ended up picking this up as well. I actually had a, they had kind of a rewards points type of thing. And after you use up, you spend so much money there, you end up getting some rewards points that you can use towards your shopping experience. They do sell DVDs and Blu-rays there, not many, but they do have some. And I was able to get this for only $5.99. So awesome. I know this will be only $9.99. I think was it Walmart? I think it'll be $9.99 on Black Friday, but whatever. I was able to pick this up for only $6. So I grabbed it. Yes, I would like to get the 3D version at some point. That is the plan, but you know me and my obsessiveness of collecting all different Disney artwork variations and different Disney releases. So if I get the 3D version, I'm still going to want the 2D version just because of the different artwork. So very cool. Glad to have this. $6 for this seemed like a really good deal. Very happy to get this in the collection. I thought this was a great movie. I did see this in the theaters. I loved it. And looking forward to checking it out with Mrs. Sickness because she went to see it, and Cinema Sickness Jr. because I'm sure he'll love it. He loves fish. So this is awesome. Definitely had to grab that. All right, so now on to some things I received in the mail over the last few days. I think the first two here are both from eBay, if I'm not mistaken. So let's find out. All right, there's one and two. So this is great. First one here we have is Blanks 77, Tanked and Pogoed. This is an absolutely fantastic album. Blanks 77 is a great punk band. I've seen them play live a few times back when they were still around, and they're just fantastic. Absolutely loved this band. They were great. In fact, on my my satchel, I have a Blank 77 patch. I'm still a fan of them. So this is awesome. I used to have the CD, of course, back in the day. In fact, I think they only had... Did they only ever have 3 albums? I think. I could be wrong about that, but I think they only ever had 3 albums. And I used to have all 3 of them, and then I was stupid and sold my collection off. So now I want to get them back, so absolutely fantastic. Blank 77, Tanked and Pogoed. Great album. Had to grab that. And then this is really cool. And this is still factory sealed. Orange County's Punk vs. Ska Round 1. That is amazing. The fact that this is still factory sealed is what makes this amazing. Now, I already have this. You guys may remember I actually ordered a copy of this, I don't know, months ago or something like that, maybe a year ago at this point, off eBay, and unfortunately it was scratched. Scratched bad enough to the point where it does skip. I did contact the company who sent it to me, and they just refunded my money. They said, sorry about that, here's your money back. They didn't make me send it back or anything like that. So I ended up getting that CD for free. I think it was only maybe 1 song that skipped, so it wasn't the worst thing in the world. But I've always wanted another copy of this that was in perfect condition. And I think brand new factory sealed is in pretty perfect condition. That is great. That is fantastic. This is one of my all-time favorite punk and ska compilations just of all time. Maybe I'm a little bit biased because this is one of the ones I used to just listen to all the time growing up. So maybe I like this because of that. I don't know. They actually had a round 2, which I didn't like as much. So this one's just fantastic, and I'm really happy to now have a brand new factory sealed copy. That is what I'm guessing in perfect condition, which is just fantastic. No more skipping. So glad to have this back in the collection. This is one of the holy grails in my CD collection. This is one of those titles that's like I have to own a copy of this. I can't not have a copy of this in my CD collection. So that's great. Again, brand new factory sealed. I paid, I don't know, under $5 for both of these. So that's awesome. Really good deal there. All right. And then I have no idea what this is. It's kind of a weird shape. What the heck are these? What? Who is this from? From Amazon Fulfillment. From Fox Cinema Direct. Did this come from one of you guys? I have no idea. We have 3 National Geographic documentaries. I don't know where these came from. These were put out by 20th Century Fox. I have absolutely no idea. They never contacted me and said they were going to send these to me. I don't think any of you guys said you were going to send these to me. Did you? If so many people like contact me all the time, and I forget stuff. So maybe one of you guys said you were going to send these to me, and I forgot. I don't know. I have no idea why I have these now. But I'm not complaining. I really don't know. Maybe Fox just sent these to me, or maybe one of you guys sent them to me. We have Gerald R. Ford, A Test of Character, which is Map of Hell. What the heck is that? Danny Trejo asked, what happened to bad guys when they die? That's interesting. And original sin, sex. So interesting. Oh, this is actually 2 discs. That's really cool. So again, I don't know why I currently have these in my hands, but I'm not complaining. I love National Geographic. Interesting that 20th Century Fox is putting these out because it used to be Warner Brothers. So interesting. So I don't know. You guys, again, if one of you sent these to me, let me know. Leave me a comment. I would love to know if this is from one of you guys. Otherwise, I guess maybe just Fox sent me something. I have no idea. Cool. That's awesome. I don't know. I always like just getting random stuff. And this was sent to my home. Oh, by the way, all this stuff was sent to my home address. So that's what kind of makes me go, I don't know, because I don't give out my home address to just everybody. I give out my P.O. box. So that's also kind of weird. The only people I would give out my home address to would be companies. So maybe Fox did send these to me somehow. I'm not sure. It's a mystery, but National Geographic, okay. And then last one here, I think I know what this is. How do you even go about opening this up? What a weird, wow, what? What a strange box. I'm dropping stuff. Okay, there we go. I think I figured this out. There we go. I'm smart. We have Looking. This year being the complete series and the movie, an original HBO series. Very cool. The Blu-ray digital HD combo pack. So HBO sent this to me. That was really, really nice of them. Okay, information here's to see when this comes out. Yes, available to own via download on digital HD August 22nd, and Looking, the complete series debuts on Blu-ray and DVD November 15th. So that is really cool. HBO, thank you so much. I've never seen this. I know nothing about this show and or the movie. So you guys leave a comment down below. Let me know about this one. Is this something I should be checking out immediately? I'm looking forward to seeing it, though. It looks pretty cool. I really don't know anything about this, though. So thank you, HBO, for sending this my way. Looking forward to checking it out. And again, guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know about this one. All right, so that was it for everything that I picked up / got in the mail over the last few days. And tonight, I did end up watching / listening to a title while I was working on the new area for my Disney Parks merchandise. And what better to watch while working on that than Magic Kingdom, Imagineering The Magic. This is an absolutely fantastic DVD set that you can only get in the parks. This here in and of itself is Disney Parks merchandise. This is just fantastic. I absolutely love this. This is probably my 90th time seeing this. I've watched this so many times, and I'll watch it so many more. I just love Disney parks. I'm a huge Disney fan, but I am an even bigger Disney parks fan, especially Walt Disney World. This one being all about just the Magic Kingdom. The feature presentation on this is because there's all kinds of bonus features as well. It's a 2-disc set, but the feature presentation is really, it's sort of kind of a brief history of the Magic Kingdom. I'm not going to say this one is like the most in-depth documentary ever on the Magic Kingdom. It's really not. It is just a bit of a brief kind of history and a little bit of a brief little look into the Magic Kingdom and how it works and how it was built and why it was built and what went on into doing that. And then more so, it's kind of a year 2010 time capsule, because they're really showing you everything that's kind of going on in the parks in 2010. They're showing you all the different attractions, which is kind of fun. It's one of the reasons why I always buy those Disney Vacation Guides, whether VHS or DVD or whatever. I always buy them because they're like time capsules for that year. You can go back and watch them and go, oh, I remember all this cool stuff that was going on. That's not there anymore. And that's kind of the way this is. They're showing stuff and talking about things that were either new for that year or more recently new for around 2010, or stuff that maybe was there and is not anymore. Like you're talking about when they foolishly redid Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, and they Iago and stuff was, oh god, that was bad. But I remember seeing that. I actually saw that when I went down for my my honeymoon, and I was like, what am I watching? And then they brought it back, thank God. So that's good. So yeah, they talk about that, and they talk about them creating like Stitch's Great Escape and the Monsters Inc. Laugh For, which is all like new for the time around this time, and updating the Pirates of the Caribbean. They talk about all that kind of stuff because around this time that was all new stuff. So that's pretty fun. But then again, they do go into talking about each attraction and what went into making them and stuff like that. But again, it's not super in depth. They don't cover every attraction. They don't go really into detail on necessarily the making of the park. They just kind of give you a little bit of a brief summary. But with that being said, it's still an absolutely fantastic watch, really, for the interviews alone. They interview a lot of really cool Imagineers and people who were there, who took place during the building of the Magic Kingdom. So certainly worth checking out if you go to any of the Disney parks. I know this is definitely sold in Walt Disney World, but I think you can get this in Disneyland as well, because I know Disney World also sells. They have a Disneyland one of these as well, which I probably should have watched tonight also. Maybe I still will. They have a Disneyland one as well, and you can get that in the at Walt Disney World. So I'm thinking at Disneyland you can probably get both as well. So if you do come across these, they're certainly worth picking up. They're not cheap. Is there a lot of times on the back of the Disney parks they'll tell you how much they are. Yes, $24.95. So $25 a piece. You know, a little bit more expensive than I would normally pay for a title, but in my opinion, 100% worth all $25. These are definitely worth picking up. They're a lot of fun. If you're a fan of Disney, if you're a fan of Walt Disney, if you're a fan of Disney parks, if you're a fan of the Magic Kingdom, this is something you need to pick up. And with that, I am not quite off to bed. I actually need to clean up around here. Kind of made a mess. There's a ladder and like a hammer and stuff laying over there, and there's some dust, and I need to do some vacuuming and get this place looking good again. Got some things to clean up. I always clean up after myself. I'm not one of those people who just leave stuff laying around. Can't do it. I'm way too OCD. Got to make everything look nice and neat after I'm done putting stuff away, and I want to stare at my new area of the room a little bit more, because I think it's looking pretty good. Looking forward to picking up some more merchandise and putting it up there. Like I said, I don't come across Disney parks merchandise like a lot, but then again, I'm not always looking for it. So maybe now that I'm on the hunt for it, I'll find it more often. And again, it all depends on the price. If I find something really, really cool, but they want like $100 for it, I'm not going to buy it. If they want $5 for it, maybe I'll grab it then. So I will be on the lookout for more parks merchandise when I go to thrift stores and pawn shops and flea markets and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll find some more, and I'll be able to display it up there, and I'll fill up that section, and then I won't know what to do after that. So, all right, fun. Looking forward to that. So, all right, guys, as always, thank you so much for checking this video out. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, then hit that subscribe button, and you're going to get one. And if you want to grab yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, one of many designs you can choose from, then head over to cinemasickness.spreadshirt.com, where you can get yourself one of these. And finally, if you would like to support new content, just show your thanks and appreciation for these videos, and keep these videos coming your way every single day, then head over to patreon.com/cinemasickness, where every tiny little bit helps is very much greatly appreciated. All goes again right back into these videos and gains you early access to most of my videos as well. So the simple donation of $1 or as much as you like really does go a long way, and again, it's very much appreciated. So that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you all tomorrow. Maybe I should lie down for at least a few minutes. I think I'll do that. Bye.
Why you always taping this every time you come in here? Huh? What's the name of your blog?